So, Garry, if I recall correctly, your first UFC press conference was a post-fight conference after Gunnar Nelson's debut in Nottingham 2012. Am I right?
That's correct.
Now, only a couple of years have passed since then, and Gunnar was the second fight on the prelims then, but now he's headlining a card in Sweden. Have you been impressed or maybe surprised with his quick rise in the UFC?
No, I think the UFC is built for talented athletes who can move through the ranks quickly. It's the great thing about our sport is on the night, if you are a convincing winner, then people pay attention and they want to see you move through quickly. We've seen that with Conor McGregor, and Gunnar and Conor are very close, and I think things like that inspire Gunnar. But for me, it was although it was a quick rise in relative terms, Gunnar's been working away for a long time and has been convincingly winning fights. And yet, his demeanour, he's a relatively quiet individual, and maybe there's an element of when you're loud and you get more attention. But he's one of our greatest athletes, and we're we're proud of him.
Gunnar came in as a highly regarded prospect from Europe. Has he exceeded your expectation as a fighter?
Yeah, I think. Again, you put it into context. And he's done exactly what has been expected of him in the octagon. There is no doubt, and he is technically one of the best in his division, which is a tough division. Welterweight division is a very difficult division. Some of the criticism, he doesn't come out quickly enough, right? That's always his. And I was just talking to his father about the same thing, and so whether the fans want more explosiveness from him. But that's probably not what Gunnar is anyway. He's going to work away and grind away. If you look back at the fight in Dublin, I mean, nobody was quite sure what was happening in the first round. Probably lost the first round. Second round he came out, and then all of a sudden he sort of goes into another gear. And then once he decides it needs to be taken care of, he takes care of it. So, I think people need to understand Gunnar a little more, and I think people need to understand the way he fights, and his strategy and his technique. So I don't think we're either surprised nor not surprised. Gunnar is Gunnar.
How important is Gunnar for the UFC in Europe?
Well, he's very important. He's been training with the Cabinet, group in Dublin, and he's almost an adopted Irishman. I mean, they love him in Ireland. If you again go back to the Dublin event. He's very important. I think we're on the precipice of, we have Alexander Gustafsson, we have Conor McGregor, and really, this is a personal opinion, so you have to bear with me. I think Gunnar can win the world title in his weight. How long it takes to get him there and when he gets there, that's down to Gunnar. But I think that if we look at the European roster of fighters now, compared to 2 years ago, as you pointed out, look where we've come. Yeah. Now, I mean, Gustafsson was on the verge of fighting for a world title, and there's no reason why he can't in 2015. Conor McGregor, that's all he's ever talked about, is winning the world title. And in 2015, he'll probably get that opportunity if all goes well. And so you'd like to see Gunnar move up the ranks a little more quickly. But here we are, 3 great fighters, 2 of them from the Nordic region.